Welcome to the Startup Millionaires Podcast. On Startup Millionaires, Kevin Harrington, Seth Greene, and Ray Blanco interview the CEOs and founders of amazing startups ready to explode and change the world. Listen in to discover how these amazing tiny companies can bring massive wealth opportunity to you. For the latest profit-packed startup opportunities on Kevin, Ray, and Seth's radar, go to startupmillionaires.com.
Welcome to the Startup Millionaire Podcast. This is your co-host, Seth Greene. I am joined by our team of crowdfunding Avengers, starting with the inventor of the infomercial and the original shark on the hit TV show Shark Tank, Kevin Harrington. Kevin, thanks so much for being here.
Good to be here. Thank you.
All right. We've got our chief analyst from Seven Figure Publishing who has an incredible track record and has picked in another amazing deal for us to analyze today, Ray Blanco. Ray, thanks so much for joining us. And we've got our Nick Fury of the bunch, the founder of Republic.co, the crowdfunding platform of choice. Chuck, thanks so much for joining us.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you.
All right. And our very special guest today is none other than Rebecca Lima, who is the founder of the Lieu, the program we're going to talk about today. Rebecca, thanks so much for joining us.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
All right. We are happy to have you. Let's dive right in. Tell everyone watching and listening at home what the Lieu is and what you do.
Yeah, so the Lieu is a modern bathroom care solution for offices. We provide premium grooming and feminine hygiene products to women in the workplace.
Okay, so this is, we understand it, is a monthly subscription box.
Correct.
That is specifically designed not to go to my apartment or my house, but
Correct.
To go to the women at work.
Correct. So we sell directly to offices. It's B2B. It's a B2B business.
Okay, and obviously the subscription box model is very popular these days. There are dozens, if not hundreds, of competitors selling different boxes to different markets. As far as I know, from our research, you're the only one that is a pure B2B feminine product play, for lack of a better description. What made you choose to focus on the women's market, and then why women at work?
Sure. I mean, this is a problem that I face every single day as a commuter, as a woman. I carry all my personal care products with me on a daily basis. And it's truly a logistics problem. You know, spaces, specifically offices, weren't designed for women. And we are seeing half of the workforce being women. So I wanted these products in my bathroom. I thought millions of other women would want these products in their bathroom, and they were right. We were right. So, we target offices and workspaces to start, and women love us. No surprise there.
Hey, Rebecca, thanks. Great idea. One of the things when I think of my own as a male, when I go to my country club to play golf, I go into the men's room and there's all kinds of things there. Yeah. And it's like, oh, wow, this is really cool. And so that was one of the things that, was kind of exciting when I was thinking maybe, for women, going into the ladies' room. But the one thing that I wonder is, how do you prevent theft, or are you dealing with issues where a woman's using something and says, oh, let me just pocket that?
Yeah, so that's why we actually target workspaces, because there's a code of conduct in these spaces. And, for the first 2 months, you usually see that it's like a scarcity crisis. Women, they haven't seen any of these products available to them in their workspace. So we have seen some, 1 or 2 products being taken, but people respect it. We do a lot of messaging, not only on our displays, but in the messaging that we send to offices through, emails and things like that. We have educational sessions because, again, this is something that women haven't seen before. And we've seen that, theft goes down. There's usually people want to respect these spaces. So we make it very apparent in our messaging.
I would think that actually theft would be good for your business, because then they have to reorder sooner, right?
Yeah. Absolutely. And we account for that in the amount of products that we provide. We always have backups, and we always have enough stock for them to last a month.
I mean, too much theft, though, and the business is going to say this isn't working for us. I'm also wondering, much like you see in a hotel room, hey, here's a robe, you can buy it. Do you offer people the opportunity to buy any of those products? Because, hey, don't steal it, you can buy it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's something that we are working on now, implementing technology like RFID sensors that we can actually track the consumption usage of those products and track when those products get picked up and put back down. And we're actually building out an interface for women to actually purchase those products right on the spot. And it creates a better experience, because essentially what we're doing is creating a new point of sale for women to get access to these products that they would normally buy at CVS or Sephora or Ulta. So that is actually the goal, is to use technology to just, tighten that feedback loop so that women can actually purchase right on the spot.
So then you're creating a whole new sales network of workplaces that are now becoming sales forces for you without you having to pay for it. I mean, they're literally paying to promote your products.
Exactly. And for brands, it's a new distribution channel that they've never had before. And we see brands wanting to promote their products to women all the time. This is the exact point of sale where women go 3 to 4 times a day to use the bathroom 5 days a week.
And it's completely untouched. No one else is marketing to them in that space. Depending on how advanced you went with this, I mean, there could be digital screens in the box. Absolutely. They could be serving advertisements. You could end up becoming a data company, and the data could end up being worth more than the tube of lipstick or whatever it is in the box.
Seth, you hit the nail on the head. That's exactly what we are planning to do.
Quick question, Rebecca. My sound cut out. Maybe you mentioned this before. So obviously the products are really high quality. It's something somebody would want to have. How do you source these products?
Yeah, so we source brands that are trending. So clean beauty, sustainable packaging, sustainable brands. We target vegan companies as well. A lot of these products that are seen in the Lieu are at Sephora, at Ulta. These are high value products. And so when women see it, they're like, oh, I have that dry shampoo at my house. Like, I totally love this, And that's the reaction that we see a lot of the time is women, it's like a surprise and delight. They see these products in their bathroom and they're like, how is this possible?
So one objection that I could see coming from the businesses is, hey, this is an expense that we just don't need. Business is tight. So I'm thinking, is there a pitch to the business owner how this benefits him or her, the business owner? Yeah. And just out thinking off the top of my head, if they were to receive a percentage of the sales of their people that bought stuff, maybe they can see it as some way to counter some of the costs. But how do you address the objection, I don't need this expense?
Yeah, so we get that question quite often. And, we see offices spending millions of dollars on free meals. Alcohol is a huge, expense for employers. Fitness facilities, packages, all these things. And we ask them, why do you provide these types of amenities and perks to your employees? And they say, it makes them feel better. It makes them feel happier. And I was like, absolutely. That's the same exact reason why you should offer these products to women. So they don't have to leave the office to grab the tampon after they just had their period. These are the things that we're addressing, And so that's how we justify it. And also, that's another point that you hit is the rev share portion of it. If companies can benefit off of the rev share of the products being purchased through the Lieu, that's incentive enough as well, so they're benefiting from it.
Now you launched about a year ago. Tell us a little bit about how sales are going.
Yeah, so we launched about a year ago through, we actually started with pop-ups. So the business has changed. We just relaunched in in the summertime to the subscription model. So we've hit about $13,000 in sales so far. We expect to be in the 20s by the end of the year. We just signed 2 more pilots with big office properties. That's another thing. We're a part of an awesome real estate property tech accelerator that is making awesome introductions to actual property owners. So that's where we're targeting right now as well.
Okay, and it is a subscription model. I believe you've serviced quite a few women so far. What's the current number on that?
Yeah, it's about 8,000 right now. It's a little bit more than that, but we've serviced a lot of women.
And then what kind of feedback loop do you have in terms of their responses, reviews, testimonials?
Yeah, we have QR codes on our display boxes. Women scan the QR code and it takes them to a type form, and they leave us, their feedback, what they want to see improved, what products they want to see, and that's how we get it right on the spot.
How do you scale this to great numbers? What's the key at this point?
Yeah, so again, we're starting with workplaces and offices, but we're actually targeting the property owners. So moving into, the Tishman Spires, the Moynings, these commercial property groups. And then eventually this goes into any type of vertical. You're talking about hotels, fitness facilities, transportation hubs. And, the model changes throughout these different types of verticals, but eventually we want to have our own space, our own Lieu space, where women can come and refresh themselves, change, grab a drink, relax, and then move on to their next day. It's essentially 24-hour fitness for beauty.
When you talk about different verticals, would that be the same branding on the box? Or let's say if you got in 8,000 Keller Williams realty offices, does then Keller Williams get their own branded box? How does that work?
Yeah, they can get their own branded box. We eventually will change, the look. We want to integrate some smart technology, some hardware in there as well as we move forward, so that we can track the openings and closures of the box. But yeah, it changes along the way, but absolutely have their own branding. It can be white labeled to any type of business they want.
What are you? A nearby visual that you can show us?
Do I have a nearby visual? Yeah, actually. You guys caught me. I have one right in my... So this is what the display looks like. So it's a white acrylic box right now, and then we have this topper. So everything is done. So the products go in here in the little boxes, and the QR code is on the actual, the display itself.
So it's almost like a glamorized honor box.
Yeah, basically to start, absolutely. And we've seen that, women really do respect it. We see this, we've already seen this pattern already, right? People go to Sephora and they try on products all the time. Like, it's crazy the amount of times I've gone to a Sephora, tried on some dry shampoo, put on some perfume and walk away. This is something that women already do. It's just putting it in a way that's easy and convenient for them to access.
And is there any integration? You talked about them being able to buy on the spot eventually with an RFID tag. Is there any track through in terms of, hey, before we get to that point, if you like this product, here's a coupon to go buy it online or at your local retailer so they can track, like, let's say, affiliate commissions through you?
Yeah, we already do that through our QR code as well. So when women fill out the survey, they get an entire list of all the products that are there with the affiliate links, and they get directed to the affiliate site or to the sites.
But one of the things I understand some of the companies do in these subscription box situations is that the companies provide samples almost for free in some cases, right? Are you able to cut deals like that for sampling purposes and things like that?
Yeah, 100%. So right now we buy everything at 60 to 80% wholesale, but eventually we'll be establishing brand deals with or bigger brand deals with these types of companies. And you see like legacy brands like L'Oreal and Estee Lauder, they have the marketing budgets for this. If they wanted to sponsor an entire like 50 WeWorks, they could, you know? So we definitely see this as being more of a brand deal with these CPG companies as we start progressing, but that's as we scale on our distribution side.
Do you have any idea what your cost to acquire a new account is? Can you identify a marketing budget, a way to get these clients? And, you know, because that's how I like to look at scale is, okay, it costs X amount to get a customer. Let's go get 10,000 new customers. Yeah,
right now it costs us anywhere from $5 to $7 to acquire a customer, but we're also doing a lot of it has been through connections in the real estate space. So you have one client, let's say a Tishman Speyer or a Brookfield, right? If you complete pilots within that building, they will then propel you towards other buildings. So if you think about it, you know, one building could be a yearly revenue of $1 million per building. And that's how we look at it.
Got it.
Okay. Have you tested in your marketing, because it's a B2B sale, have you ever sent a box in advance before they knew what it was to the decision maker to try and get them to pick up the phone and go, oh my God, what is this? Sign me up.
Yeah, we actually did that with WeWork, and that's how we got that account with WeWork. We sent it, we said, hey, just put it in your bathroom for the women and see what happens. And then a week later we got a call and they said, we're gonna need this. There was a lot of pitchforks happening.
So then there, to Kevin's point, you just need to buy enough boxes and identify enough of the right people and ship them, and you probably have a pretty high conversion rate.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, basically that's what it is. You give them what they want, and trust me, if you take it away, that's bad news for your company.
Yes, once the women are hooked. Exactly.
Fantastic. So, so you're raising capital now. Where are you on the capital raise, and you know what have you invested so far?
Yeah, so we just launched on Republic. You know, hint, hint, Republic, and we just started. So I think we launched last week. So far, I've personally invested $20,000 into my company prior to this raise. That's how we've been able to run the business so far. And now we just started. We're about 5,200 in. So we just started. We haven't done any of the press releases yet. We haven't done any of that. It's just been towards friends and family that wanted to support.
Are you allowed to use WeWorks in a press release? Is that a possibility?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And Rebecca was a little busy the day she launched on Republic. She actually got engaged.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Okay.
So a bit of a busy week.
Good.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right.
All right. Well, we greatly appreciate your time. We know it's incredibly valuable. It's an amazing story so far. We can't wait to see where you take it. If you're interested in learning more about the Lieu and what they offer, make sure to check out Startup Millionaire, and make sure to check out therepublic.co as a crowdfunding platform. Ray, Chuck, Kevin, any final words before we wrap up with Rebecca?
Well, I like what she's doing. I think what I love about it is the continuity aspect. Like you said, once you get it in, they want to keep buying. So now, you need tens of thousands of distribution points, right? So that's the key is to get this out there and scale it. So, I think, it at 5,200 raised so far, we got to, you need a lot.
Put some zeros on the end.
We got to put
some zeros on the end.
So we got to try to figure out how we can help you take it to the next level.
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Thanks if you've been watching or listening at home. Thanks for listening and watching to Startup Millionaires. We'll see you next time. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Do you need money to fund your idea, product, or service? Are you ready to take your business to the next level but need capital to get it done? Kevin Harrington has heard more than 50,000 pitches and knows how to help you make the perfect pitch to get the funding for your entrepreneurial dream. He's distilled the process down in his perfect pitch cheat sheet, and it's yours for free. Just text PITCH to him right now at 727-888-2100. Text PITCH to 727-888-2100 right now and claim your free perfect pitch cheat sheet. Text PITCH to 727-888-2100 to start funding your dream today.
This show has been produced by Market Domination, LLC. To discover how you can have your own show completely done for you and turn it into a real published book and become the authority in your marketplace, go to www.marketdominationllc.com/podcast offer.